What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing emulator games on an Android TV. So what we have right here is our standard run-of-the-mill Android TV. This is by TCL. I picked this up a few months ago because me and my wife, we wanted something to just watch TV in the bedroom, and at the time we didn't have a TV in the bedroom. We just moved into this place and we needed a cheap TV. We ended up settling for this TV right here because I personally did not like Roku, and this was the next best option. It was by a reputable brand that we liked, and I also liked the remote. So one day I had the gears turning in my head. So it is Android. I have a lot of experience with Android, and one thing that I used to do a lot on Android that actually got me involved in technology and actually progressed my career into technology was game emulation. Now, the games that I'm talking about are going to be from a Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, and also the Super Nintendo. You may be able to emulate some other games, but I can't guarantee that they're going to run the best, and I also can't really guarantee that these are going to run the best, especially on the Nintendo 64, since that is the most demanding console out of the three. Well, I hear you thinking, how am I going to play these games on this TV? Surely, you can't really play the games with the remote that comes with the TV. That, you are correct. And for that, we're going to be using this right here. This is a PlayStation 4 controller, also known as a DualShock 4. I picked it up from Walmart a while back to play on my computer, but I also found that it can connect to my phone as well as other Android devices, and that is how we're going to be connecting to this TV to play games. And the way that you're going to connect this is you're going to press the PS button and share at the same time and hold until the light on the back starts blinking. And now once our light is blinking, it is now able to pair to a Bluetooth device, hence our TV. This TV does have Bluetooth, so if we go into our settings and go into remotes and accessories, add accessory, it finds our controller. And now, just like you would on the remote, you can actually control the TV with the controller itself. So the application that I downloaded here is called MuPen64. You can download it right from the Google Play Store on the TV itself. So to load our ROMs, we are going to go into this side panel here, refresh ROMs, and we are going to select our folder. I actually have a whole folder of ROMs that I set up right here, and this is our Nintendo 64 folder. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK, and that should automatically detect all of the ROMs that I have in that folder. Now that our ROMs list is refreshed, or loaded rather, we need to be able to control the games with our controller. So now we are going to go to Profile, Controller, and we are going to put in a new one. So now we are going to set our buttons as they are on the Nintendo 64 controller, but mapped on our PS4 controller. Now that all of our buttons are mapped, let's go ahead, and now we should be able to fire up a game. Let's go ahead and start one of the most popular games ever to exist on the Nintendo 64, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. And now we have Nintendo 64 running on the Android TV hardware itself. This is with no additional console or anything like that. This is running right off of the TV. Right now we are running at the stock settings. And as you can hear, it is a little slow. So let's go ahead and just start it up. Now to give you an idea of how it performs, let's go ahead and show you a little bit of gameplay. Now let's have a little bit of a run around Kokiri Forest. Go ahead and jump down here. Ignore Saria entirely. As you can see, it handles it pretty decently. A little slow, but it's not completely unplayable. Alright, so let's move on to our next console. So now we are in SNES 9X, which is another one that you can download right from the Google Play Store. And to get our controller working again for this one, we also have to set the keys here. And now for one of my all-time favorites as a child. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. And now here we are playing the game, and it runs absolutely fantastically. If we go out to Hyrule Field, we can see that it is, without a doubt, running 100% fine with no issues. I see no stuttering or hear any stuttering. Alright, now on to our next console. Now by the same producers as SNES 9X for Android, it is GBA.EMU. This is exactly the same layout as the other application, so let's go ahead and do the same things that we did with the controller binding and get into another game. Now, something that I didn't show for the SNES 9X, which is exactly the same as this application here, we're going to go to Open Content. It'll prompt you, if you want to allow storage access, you're going to go ahead and hit yes, and then you are going to go to your file. So, another video game that was one of my favorites as a kid, Golden Sun. And just as it was played on the Game Boy. Now, mind you, the Game Boy isn't going to look all that great blown up onto such a large screen, as opposed to the Game Boy Advance 2.5-inch screen, if I remember correctly, and this is a 40-inch screen. So it may look a little bit stuttery depending on how far back away you're sitting, but from what I can tell, I don't see any stutters at all while playing this. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more videos like this one, go ahead and subscribe. This is Arch, and I will see you in the next video.